Let's find mountain pose. We're going to think about lining everything up. The feet are grounded, right? All four corners of the feet. So think about pressing your big toe mounds into the earth, outer heel, inner heel, and then your little toe mounds. Now lift your toes, spread them out, and connect them to the earth nice and big. So we have a nice big base of support here when the feet are big. And that's how we want to keep them nice and large. Now draw energy up from the earth. Okay, coming up the legs, hips over ankles. The energy is continuing to rise and the shoulders are over the hips. The energy continues to rise, ears over shoulders, and palms face forward. And we breathe. So just settling out the breath. Okay, we are in like a tiny little waning crescent moon phase. So the moon is still pretty dark. So we're going to do a little bit of heart opening to bring inner light. So bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Bring your fingertips up and exhale your hands to your hips here. Your fingertips are pointing down. And then just gently open the heart. And then release, draw your arms up and hands back to heart. So breathing deeply here, increasing the inhale here, just drawing the hands to the hips, gently looking up and exhaling, hands to heart. Oh, we did it differently the first time, didn't we? Let's do it that way again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring it back, heart lifts, and then bring your arms up and around and bring them to your heart. All right, let's shake things out and get ready for our spinal series here. Take your feet wider than hip width distance. We're going to work cats and cows with the elbows bent and round into your cat. Open, here's that heart opening again. And cat, open cow. Take it, cat. Open cow. Take it, cat. Open cow. And come back to cat. Hold here. Press your palms together. Inhale. Lift your fingertips up. And as you exhale, step your legs together. All right, so try and feel balanced here. If it starts to feel too wobbly to you, put as little distance as you can in between your feet. Okay, so we're just waking up our balance here as well as our side body. So left hand to your leg, right arm up, and we're going to just tilt gently to the left and switch and tilt to the right. And gently tilting right and left, or in this case, left and right. Start to open that side body. Okay, the next time you're over to the left, we're going to hold here. So this is pretty much, if the closer your legs are, the more your balance is going to be challenged. Let's lean a little deeper to the left and come up, and lean a little deeper to the left and come up, and lean deep. Shoulders are stacked. Now float your left arm up. Inhale and exhale. Bring the arms up. Right arm down. Lean to the right and come up. Lean right and come up. Lean deeply. Stay here. Raise that right arm and come up. Now take your feet wide, maybe even mat width distance apart, and just fall forward into a nice little rag doll. Moving side to side, we're going to nod the head yes and no. And then as we bring the head back to stillness, we always end on a yes, right? And come back to center, and then drop your hands and roll up. Bring your arms all the way up. Inhale, touch your palms, and step together as you bring your hands to your heart. All right, now we're going to use the chair for twisting. So let's start with your chair to your right. We're about just a comfortable, maybe 2 feet away. And cross your left leg over your right. So remember, we're into our spinal twisting here, right? So we're going to warm it up gently. We're going to take the left arm out, reach over to the right, and gently back to the left. Just kind of warming up that twist. All right, now we're going to add on. So come open to the left. Now reach over and down toward your feet. You only go as far as you feel is right for you right now. So your left hand is down toward your left foot. And then come on up and open. Here's where the chair or even your wall is going to help you with some resistance here to twist more deeply. Now bring that left hand down. And left arm up and twist. Yeah, this is why we warmed up the spine. Bring the hand down, up and over. Now we're going to twist and hold. Stand really tall, lengthen the spine. Twist a little deeper as you take your gaze toward your left fingertips. All right, now take your left arm up. Take yourself farther away from your chair with your feet touching. Bend your knees and tilt to the right. Just a nice long tilt here and stretch it out. Okay, shake it out. We're going to come to the other side. Did that make sense? Everything good here? All right. So we're going to now be crossing the right foot in front of the left and just starting with the gentle warm up. Right arm across to the left and back. So we want to get the blood and fluids flowing before we start to really go deeper. All right, now we're going to add on. So keep your right arm back for a moment and reach down and up and back, twist. Reach towards your foot and twist. You're going as far as works for you. You could see with the legs crossed this way that this could be fairly unstable. So maybe we're happy to have that chair, right? We're going to the next time that you go to the right, we're going to stay here, lengthen the spine, and deepen back. Take your gaze towards your right fingertips. Now bring your right arm up, take yourself a little farther away from your chair, bend your knees, right arm up and over, nice long tilt here. Oh yeah, and shake it out. And while you have your chair handy, we'll do a nice little spinal stretch. So put your hands on the back of your chair, walk back, long arms, hips over your ankles here. Feel that stretch in the spine. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to drop the right hand to the left leg and look under the left arm. Bring the hand back up. Drop the left hand to the right leg and look under the right arm. And bring it back up. Walk closer to your chair. Bring your hands to your hips. We're going to be lifting, but we're going to use the arms as resistance. So we're here with the feet about hip width distance apart. We're halfway up with the hands on the hips. Now take your arms out to the side, straighten your legs. Bring your arms by your ears, and this is what's creating that extra effort that it's going to take to lift up, press through the feet, lift up, and exhale, shake things out. All right, so keep your chair handy because we're going to do the standing hip series, standing on a block, but we'll do our core first. So let's go ahead and find your block, put it near the top of your mat, someplace within easy reach. We'll work our way down to the earth here. Feet are hip width distance apart. Establish your alignment again. Hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. Palms face forward. Think about this whenever you are standing, anytime you're in mountain pose, right? Anytime your hands are here on your thighs, your shoulders are going to be rolling forward. So think about having your hands by your side when you're standing, unless you're intentionally putting them on your thighs for whatever reason. Okay, so let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Feel free to keep your knees bending and your hips bending here. Bring your hands to your thighs and shine your heart forward. Bring your fingertips down and step back to down dog. Woo. Finally, we have a down dog happening in our practice. And let's bend one knee and then the other. Really massaging those feet. Press one heel down and hold. And press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. Okay, we're going to bring the knees down, sit off to the side, and find seated mountain pose. So it's a nice long, tall pose. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to lengthen the spine with the breath. So bring your hands to your heart. Exhale. Inhale the fingertips up. And as you turn your palms out, think about the crown of your head heading further up toward the sky. Your spine is lengthening as your fingertips touch down. Now turn your palms up and inhale. Feel that energy coming up from the earth. Touch your palms. We're lengthening the spine again, crown of head toward the sky as you bring your hands to your heart, sealing in that energy. And release, shake it out. One day I'm going to have us measure ourselves before class and after class to see how many inches we've grown just by doing that, right? All right, let's shake things out and get to getting with some core work. Yay. All right, who's excited about core work? Everybody, I see. All right, grab your block, put it in between your thighs. Knees are bent, feet are grounded here. Okay, and we're going to bring the hands to the heart. So from the side, it's going to, like this, long spine. We take it back. We find core engagement here, right? This is the move. Now we're just adding some arms. So we're going to take right and in, left and in, double and in, come up. Take it back. We'll start on the left, right, double, and up. Why do we have the block here? The block is causing us to use our leg muscles more to keep from dropping it. It's also causing us and helping us to keep the legs from doing this. We don't want to do right, left, right? So that's what the block is doing. We're training the legs. Pretty soon we'll do this without the block, but your legs will be trained. Okay, let's take this back, and we're going to go to the right 2 times. 1, 2. To the left 2 times. 2. Now let's do 2 doubles. And up. Take it back. The spine is still long. Left 2 times. Right 2 times. Double 2 times. And up. So let's see if the theory works. Have we trained the legs? Go ahead and bend the knees. Remove your block. Feel like that block is still there. Feel the tension happening as your thighs try and stay close to each other. Okay, not touching, but just that block with distance apart. Take it back. We'll go right, left, double, and up. Right, 1 time. Left, 1 time. Double, 1 time, and up. Let's go left, right. Left, 1 time. Right, 1 time. double one time, and up. Did that work for the legs? Are you thinking about your thighs, right? It's like magnetism. Take it back. We're going 2 right, 2 left, 2 doubles, and up. And we'll finish off with 2 left, 2 right, 2 doubles. Take it back, 2 left, 2 right, 2 doubles, and up. Shake it out. All right, so while I had you focusing on your thighs, you were probably less focused on your core, but it was working pretty hard. We're going to do now oblique work in the same way. We're going to bend the knees, put that block back, sit up, bring the hands to the heart, and we're going to spin to the right, open the arms, in and up. Spin to the left, open the arms, in and up. Let's just keep doing that. Spin right, open, in, up, spin left, open, in, up, spin right, open, in, up, spin left, open, in, up. Let's try and open as we go back. So instead of spinning first, we spin and open, in and up, to the left, open, and up, to the right, and up, to the left, and up. Remove your block. We'll do it just a few times without the block. Think about that tension in between the thighs. Here we go. Spin right, up, spin left, up, spin right, up, spin left, up. And just for fun, we're going to go left, right this time. So spin left, up, spin right, up. Last one, spin left, up, and spin right, up, and shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we are going to do the standing hip opening series. So just put your block near your chair or just within easy reach. And let's come to hands and knees. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of arm strengthening. Remember, you can be doing it this way. You really have to think about pressure, right, to build that strength. You can be standing against a wall and do a push-up, or you can come into knee down plank. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart. Elbows are heading back, and it's a push-up. Hips toward heels. Using those arms, push up. Hips toward heels. Come to your knee down plank. Just stay here, hang out here, and slow. 3, 2, we're doing that push up slow, and push up. 2, 3, 4. Now take child's pose. You might, if your block is handy and you want to see how this feels, you might put your block under your forehead. You might make a pillow with your hands. You might have your forehead on your mat. Wherever you are, your forehead is connected. The head is not dangling. Oh, child's pose. All right, and from here, find your way back to downward facing dog. And then just start to walk your feet to your hands. When you get there, take a half lift. Float your hands down your legs for forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Think about lengthening the spine as you bring your hands to heart center. And shake it out. All righty. So let's get those hips. The chair is to your right. You could have your hand on a wall also. The reason we have a block is so that we can swing the leg without needing to bend the knee very much. If we were on the floor, in order to do this without hitting the floor, we'd have to keep the knee very bent. So we're going to put the right foot on the block, right hand on the chair, and swing back and forth. Okay, so this is not news to any of you, this series, but how often do you think about doing it? So just picture yourself right now in your kitchen. You're near the counter. You put your hands on the counter and you swing away. Now let's make half an X. Swing that left leg forward and to the right and back and to the left. Yes, swing. We need to really move our hips every day. All right, now come back to center and we're going to do hip cleaners. It's like flossing the hips. So this time we will bend that left knee, draw it across and back, across and back. Yep. So this is clearing gunk out from the hip. Now we're going to come back to center and just let that left leg dangle for a moment. Just whoosh. Come off the block, shake everything out. All right. Any questions about what we just did? Okay. A good question could be, how often is it okay to do this? All the time, every day, right? Let's think about that. Okay, so we have now your left hand on the chair, your left foot on the block, and we're swinging. The squishiness of the block makes your balance a little more challenged, which is why one of the reasons why we have the chair here, because we're not focusing on balance right now, we're focusing on the hip. Okay, now pause and we'll make that half an X. Take your right leg forward and over to the left and then back and to the right. When you go back, you feel this, your gluteus muscles here. One more. Now pause, bend your right knee, draw it across and back. Across. We're just making a big circle, loop, semicircle, something. Oh yeah, clearing out that hip. Come back to center, let that right leg dangle for a moment and release. Say thank you to your legs, especially the one that was supporting, the one that, like in this case, the last case, that left leg was working hard to support you while your right leg was just having a good old time, right? Floating itself around. Your left leg was like, man, I have to stay up. All right, let's shake things out. And we're going to do a sun salutation. So if you need any kind of padding for your knees, get some padding. We're going to be adding a low crescent lunge, which looks like this. So again, the knee. If you find yourself needing extra padding, and you can always turn up the edge of your mat. Okay, so now you have extra padding. So even if you have a knee pad or if you don't have a knee pad, you can always use the edge of your mat to pad that knee for low crescent lunge. Let's come to the top of the mat, find mountain pose. See how the body feels. Can you feel energy moving through? Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Find a half lift, fingertips down, we'll lunge back right. Now we're moving into that low crescent lunge, so we bring the right knee down, left knee is over the ankle, and we draw the arms up. Hands down, we're coming into a plank. So a knee down plank is fine here. Just bring your knees back. If you're a knee up plank kind of person, feel free. And slowly bend the elbows. Take it down through chaturanga. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Very little help from the hands as you lift your heart for cobra. Release. Let's do that one more time. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Heart lifts. Head follows the spine. We're not throwing the head back. Release. Now find your way to downward facing dog. Whew. Take a few breaths. Even out your dog. And we're just going to take that right leg up and start walking forward. Right foot, then left. Come to the top of your mat. Yep. Finding a half lift. Forward fold. And float the arms out and up. Palms touch. Getting taller. Hands come to heart. And release. All right. Ready on the left. Top of the mat. We'll do it the same way. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up. You know this. You don't need to see me do it. Take a fold. I need to see you do it. Forward fold. Forward fold. Half lift. Stop thinking so much. Just let your body do what it knows it needs to do. Bring your fingertips down. Yep. Now step back with your left leg. You're in that lunge. Left knee down. Low crescent. Fingertips down, hands down. Knee down plank. Knee up is always an option. Table is an option if the planks aren't working for you right now. Bend at the elbows. Take it down. Come into your cobra. See if you lift any more. Release. Once again, cobra. Shine your heart forward. Release. And find your way to down dog. So we're going to even ourselves out in our down dog. Let everything feel great. So remember, your hands could be on a chair for down dog, on the wall, on a countertop. We're looking for spinal extension here. We get some nice length in the back of the legs as the heels head toward the floor. And we'll just take that left leg up and start a journey forward, walking the feet to the hands. When you get there, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. All right, so find mountain pose, feel nice and even. Shake things out. Everything good? We good? All right. So we're going to do a moving balance, all right? And eventually it's going to look like this. So you can have your chair nearby, but where we're aiming for with the moving balance is starting in the tree, out, in, up, down. So the leg is going out, in, then forward and down. That's what we're aiming for. You can always do it with one arm, but we're going to get there in several steps. We're not just going to start out there. So have your chair, if you like to have a chair, have your chair to your right. Find your mountain pose. Find your drishti, hands to hips. Inhale and exhale. So we are on the left side of the chair, so we'll start on the left today. Left heel up, left knee out, kickstand your left heel, or if you're ready for tree, go straight into tree. Yep. If balance is challenged today, then just go ahead and gently have your right hand on the chair. And release, shake it out. Woo! Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to go back into tree. You can do that in one single step, whoop, or you can do it in the steps we just took. You can gently, like we're not having a real grip on the chair, it's just there for a little stability. And if you're feeling it, go ahead and take your leg out, one arm or two arms open, and in, and bring it down. All right, next thing we're going to try is arms up, leg up. So let's start in tree. Now we're taking the left leg forward and the arms overhead. Could be one arm. And we come back and release. Okay, now if you're ready, put that together. Otherwise, just pick one and do that. Here we go. Let's tree, out, in, up, down, release. There it is, a nice moving balance. Let's do that again. Tree. It's challenging. Out, in, up, down, release. Woo, shake it out. Whew. This has, you Wednesday night people, this has implications for our Wednesday night practice. Things that we can do on Wednesday night, it'll be a little different. All right, here we go. Let's find balance now with the chair to our left. Right heel up, right knee out. Kickstand that heel against the left leg. Set your drishti. If you're feeling it, bring your right foot to your left leg and maybe one hand or two hands to your heart. So work on your tree. And release. Shake it out. Okay. All right, let's go back into tree, either one step or a bunch of steps. Find your tree. All right, now if you're feeling it, open and in. And come to standing. All right, we're coming back into tree. We're doing the up, down. So the right leg goes forward, arms up, in, and down. All right, if you're ready, we'll put it together. If not, just choose one or the other. Neither is also a choice. Okay, let's go tree, out, in, up, down, release. One more time, tree, out, in, up, down, release. Woo! And shake it out. All right, let's put this chair out of the way. Consider ourselves done with the chair and find mountain pose. So let's try this mountain pose with the feet together again and see how it feels now. Now that you've been moving, now that you've been balancing. Inhale and exhale. And remember earlier we were doing this with a tilt. So let's see how it feels to do this with a tilt. Left hand down, right arm up, and tilt. And right hand down, left arm up, and tilt. So we are not judging, we are just noticing how does this feel compared to how it felt at the beginning of class. All right, let's shake everything out. Take your feet mat width distance apart. Toes are turned out. And we're going to do a little goddess pose. Okay, so we're going to take the elbows out and bend the knees so that they're going over the toes. This is the goddess pose. And take it up. So we're still in this goalpost arms. We're going to bend the knees. Now we're going to pulse 2, 3, stand up and come back down. Maybe you've gone a little deeper. Make sure your knees are going over your toes and come up. Let's give the arms a break here. Shake everything out. And we're going to sweep the arms up and sweep down into goddess pose. Pulse, 2, 3. Take it up and swoop down. All right, bring it up. Bring your hands to your hips and heel toe your legs back together. Shake those legs out. We're going to scan the body now from head to toe. See how things are feeling for you before we head down to the mat. Okay, is there any final movements that your body is wanting while you're standing? All right, we're going to come to the top of the mat. If you want a blanket or a pillow or anything else for when we move into final relaxation, make sure that's handy. What we're going to do now as we move toward the earth is spend a little time on that forward fold. Okay, so this is a forward fold with the feet hip width distance apart. Okay, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, we're folding straight from the hip creases, long spine, out over the straight legs. Your head might be high, it might be medium, it might be low, but we're folding over straight legs. Now bend your knees and hips, walk your hands up to your thighs. Take a breath, look forward, and then exhale, come back into a forward fold. Bend your knees and hips, bring your hands to your thighs, and this time slowly press up. Inhale and exhale. Now take your feet mat width distance apart. Okay, we're going to come into a forward fold. So the toes are facing forward here. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. We're still folding from the hip creases. We still have those legs straight. The spine is long. The head is either high, medium, or low. Bring your hands to your legs. Now bend your knees. Let your legs straighten as you fold. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs, look forward, and start to straighten your legs as you roll up. Roll your shoulders back and forward and come into mountain pose. So we're going to be making our way all the way down to the earth, and if you want to throw in a vinyasa here, you go right ahead. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Ooh, here's another one. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. Step back to down dog. You could be doing a vinyasa if that's you. And from your down dog, go ahead and take your feet at least hip width distance apart and just wiggle your hips from side to side. Now bring your knees down, sit off to the side, and find your seated mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. And let's shake things out a bit from here and come into a couple of gentle forward folds. Okay, so inhale, float the arms up and just gently melt forward. Roll your hands up your legs. Inhale and gently melt forward. And roll up. Okay, we're going to be headed down to the mat now, so bend your knees. Think about when you had that block in between your thighs and try and feel that again. Feel that energy in between the thighs. Bring your hands to your hamstrings here and slowly roll back. Let your hands start to release from your hamstrings, but your legs are still in that energy of the block in between your thighs. Now inhale, long legs, long arms. Exhale, draw your knees in. Put your hands on your hamstrings right under your knees and let your knees come away from the body. You've got space in between your legs and you're rocking side to side. A nice little spinal massage here. All right, now come back to center. Put your left foot to the mat, hands down by your side. Take your right leg up and point and flex your right ankle. Circle one direction and the other, and then switch legs. Left leg up, point and flex. Circle, circle the other way, and release. All right, we're going to cross that right ankle over the left thigh. So coming into pigeon, bring your legs in towards you. Hold on. This will be a moving pigeon. So we'll hold on to the right shin here and let the legs go forward and back, side to side. Make a circle with the legs one direction, and then pause and go the other direction. This is great for the hips. It's also great for the spine. And come back to center, release, unwind, left ankle across the right thigh. Here we are in pigeon again. Draw the legs in, hold on to that shin, and move back and forth. Side to side. And circle. And circle the other direction. Now release, unwind 2 feet to the mat. Take your arms long out from your shoulders. Gently let your knees butterfly open and close a couple of times. Feel that nice opening through the heart, through the shoulders, and turn your gaze from side to side. Now come back to center, bend your elbows and wiggle those fingers. Give those fingers some nice little work here. Rotate your wrists one direction and the other. Bring your hands down by your side and scan your body from head to toe. See if there's any final movements that your body is requesting, any realignment as we find our final relaxation position for this practice for right now. Inhale through the nose and slowly exhale, releasing your body onto the support of the earth. And just let your breath flow naturally as you spend a few moments in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And take a nice long stretch as you inhale. Draw your knees in as you exhale. Find your way over to a side and up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.